Hey guys, welcome to probably my biggest video that I've made all year. I'm ranking every single movie that I saw in 2018. Now, I really worked hard on this video, so it would mean a lot to me if you guys could watch the whole thing. You don't have to watch it in like normal speed. You can make it faster. It would mean a lot to me if you guys watch the entire video. But yeah, with that said, first here are some movies that I wanted to see, but I never got around to it. So if they're not, that's why they're not on this list. First, we have Hotel Transylvania 3: Summer Vacation. And then we have the new Predator and the Nutcracker in the Four Realms and Creed 2, Halloween, and A Quiet Place. And finally, one that I really missed out on, A Star is Born. We'll start off with the worst movie of all year, number 24, Goosebumps 2, Haunted Halloween. Now, I was never going to see this movie, but I saw it with my friends just to hang out, and it was so bad. The story is awful, the acting is terrible, the effects are awful. Like, Jack Black appears and he does nothing. He's there for like 2 seconds to get a book. It's just so bad. Such an awful movie. So yeah, it deserves last place. Now this might surprise you guys, but at number 23 I have Ralph Breaks the Internet. Wreck-It Ralph, the first one, is one of my favorite animated movies of all time. I watch it all the time. And when they announced a sequel, I was excited. And I saw it, and I was so disappointed because it was the Emoji Movie, but Ralph. I hated every minute of it. I hated it. The voice cast did a good job, though, and that's why it's above Goosebumps. At number 22, we have Love, Simon. Now, I didn't check this one out at the theaters. I watched it on Blu-ray because my mom liked it and she bought it. And I did not like it. I mean, it was cool that we have that it's like embracing like the LGBTQ, but like it's not a good. It's just another one of those stupid Netflix love movies, and it's not my thing. So that's why it's number 22. Number 21, we have The Meg, which is a movie about the megalodon. The only reason I saw this was because Ruby Rose was in it, and I was excited for the crossover. But yeah, the acting was okay. There was some funny moments. The shark scenes were something, but not a very good story. Just another bad shark movie. Number 20, we have Teen Titans Go to the Movies, my least favorite superhero movie of 2018. I don't care what anyone says. It's just like the show. There's nothing different. I didn't see any redeeming qualities about this. The story was bad. It was just about Robin wanting his own movie. Like, it was so stupid. And like, I did not like it. And I mean, it was the voice cast did a fairly well job. Like, they did a really good job. They actually had some like stars in there. Like, Nicolas Cage was Superman, and they just had a bunch of terrible, terrible stories. But yeah. Now, at number 19, I have Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Now, one of my favorite movies is actually Jurassic World, and I was really excited for the sequel. And the trailers looked pretty cool, but when I saw the movie, I was just confused. Like, why were they killing off all the dinosaurs? Like, that was pretty stupid. And, like, they were bringing them to, like, cities, and I just didn't like it. Like, ugh, and there was the one intern was, like, really annoying, the guy, and, like, it was just bad story, a really, really lousy writing. Chris Pratt was probably like the only good thing about this movie. But yeah, not a very good movie. Now this is where the movies start to get pretty good. At number 18, I have Christopher Robin, the latest Disney live-action remake of Winnie the Pooh. Now, the scenes that had, with Christopher Robin as a kid, that's what the whole movie should have been, because those are the best scenes. Like with Pooh, Tigger, Christopher Robin, and he was a kid, so it's better. But when he's an adult, it's boring. Like we see this kid who we know and grew up with, and he's just like this old grouchy old guy, and not old, but you know what I mean, like an adult. And I just didn't like it, and I just wish the entire movie was live action of him as a kid, because that would have been so much better. Okay, at number 17 we have Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald. Now, Johnny Depp was amazing as Grindelwald in this movie. We got to see a young Dumbledore, and that was awesome. Eddie Redmayne, however you say his last name, but he did an awesome performance as Newt, and I just feel like the the writing was okay, but it felt so long in the theaters. It felt like a 3-hour movie. But it's just like everyone had a subplot, and like it was stupid. Like we're introduced to this character, and he's already setting up another character, and it's just like, why does everyone have a subplot? But without that factor, the writing was okay. But yeah, so it was okay. I had more questions than answers at the end. That's how I felt. But yeah. At number 16, I think, yeah, 16, we have Venom. Now, this movie gets a little too much hate. It shouldn't. It's really, I really liked Venom in the theaters. I love the Riot symbiote. It was, I mean, I guess the reason why people hate it is because it's not like violent enough. Because like Venom is this character that like rips off people's heads and like kills them. Well, he killed them, alright, but like they didn't. It was PG-13, and I feel like this movie should have been R-rated. But with that said, Tom Hardy did the was amazing. He was the best part of this movie as Venom and Eddie Brock. I just wish we got to see Tom Holland or Andrew Garfield. I was just waiting for them to show up, and they never did. But yeah, the post-credit scene was cool, and I'm excited for the sequel. Number 15, I have Bumblebee, the latest Transformers movie. Now, I saw this movie without seeing any of the Transformers movies. This was the first one I ever saw, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Haley Steinfeld was good in this movie. The Transformer CGI I just thought looked amazing. The first scene was really cool with like Optimus Prime and all those people. But I just did not see a need for John Cena's character. Like he really didn't need to be in the movie. But the two villains of this, I liked it because it was like a small scale Transformers movie. It wasn't them like ripping apart cities. But yeah, so I like this movie. At number 14, I have Deadpool 2 and Once Upon a Deadpool. I put them both here because they're the same movie. Once Upon a Deadpool is just a PG-13 movie with Fred Savage in it. It's the same movie, but yeah. So I was kind of disappointed with Deadpool 2. I really enjoyed the first one, and it didn't have a clear villain, and that really made me upset. And I was just like, is Cable the villain? No. Is Juggernaut the villain? Is it that fat kid? But I was just kind of a little disappointed by this. But Ryan Reynolds did a great job. So did Josh Brolin. Yeah, it's not a bad movie. It's pretty good writing, but I just wish it had a clear villain. Number 13, I have the latest Star Wars movie, Solo: A Star Wars Story. Okay, so first off, uh, Childish Gambino, what's his name? Donald Glover was the best part of this movie as Lando, a young Lando. That was awesome. A lot of people say that this movie wasn't needed, but I really, really liked it. How it's actually a movie that proves that the Clone Wars is actually canon in the Star Wars timeline. Because, like, Darth Maul's back. And I just hope to see more of these characters. I don't really want a Solo 2 because I don't want a sequel. I want a Obi-Wan movie where he kills off Darth Maul. But yeah. So the guy who played Han Solo, I kind of bought it. He's not Harrison Ford, and he should stop trying to be. He should have just made it a little bit like his own. But yeah, it was. Solo had pretty bad writing, and yeah. Number 12, I have the latest MCU movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Paul Rudd is hilarious in this movie, and I love the introduction of the Wasp and Janet Van Dyne. And I just like Bumblebee, it was like a small scale movie. It wasn't like trying to destroy the world or something. But with that said, I did not like the villain in this movie, Ghost. She's a very forgettable villain, just like most Marvel movies. But I it was okay. It was cool. The post credit scene was awesome. It was very funny. The cast did a great job. Um, yeah. At 11, I have Mission Impossible Fallout. Now, I like binged all of the Mission Impossible movies, and I watched this on Redbox, and it was awesome. The best Mission Impossible movie by far. Tom Cruise did an amazing job. It's still mind blowing that he's doing all the stunts at his age. The story was incredible. Henry Cavill was an amazing villain. I really enjoyed him, and I guess the mustache thing paid off. But yeah, the whole cast did a great job. There was very good writing. It's just these movies aren't really my thing, but I had a good time with it. Coming in at the top 10, I have Mary Poppins Returns. Emily Blunt did an amazing job as Mary Poppins. This sequel was 50 years in the making, 54 years in the making. Lin-Manuel Miranda, creator of Hamilton, he did a great job as Jack. The kids in this did an amazing job for their age. They were great actors. Um, and it was just really cool seeing like Michael Banks and Banks, I think. I forgot, but it was cool seeing them as adults and seeing Dick Van Dyke return. Uh, yeah, but the writing was it was just a little cheesy at times. The songs were okay, but yeah. At number 9, I have Ready Player One. I saw this movie in the theaters because I love Steven Spielberg. He's my favorite movie director, and it blew me away. It was just incredible. I loved every minute of it. Like, it was, I don't understand why people hated on it so much. It was really cool. Um, the cast was awesome. It was cool, like, meeting them in the Oasis, and then meeting them in real life. They're, like, completely different people. But, it's just, like, cool seeing how Steven Spielberg thinks of this as, like, the future. And, like, it really does question, like, will this actually happen? But, yeah, a very good story, and I really, really enjoyed it. And number 8, I have The Grinch. Wait, don't leave, please. Let me talk. I know this movie got a lot of hate, and I can see why. But actually, I can't see why. But I love Illumination Entertainment so much. They're like my second favorite animation studio, like right under Pixar. But I just love The Grinch so much. I don't know what it is with these movies. I just love them. Like they're so good. And like the animation was really good. The story was really good. A great retelling of the story of the Grinch. Benedict Cumberbatch was good as the Grinch. I really like this movie. Like I said, Pixar is my favorite animation studio, so I have Incredibles 2 at number 7. Now, the reason Incredibles 2 isn't higher than this is because I was just a tad bit disappointed with the ending. I felt like it wasn't a good ending. I did not like the twist of who the villain was. I did not like the pushed feminist message. I just wish um, I don't know. I just wanted a little bit more from this movie, and I loved the first one so much, and I don't know. This one just kind of disappointed me. But with that said, the cast did an amazing job. The writing was incredible. The animation was amazing. It's just amazing seeing, like 14 years later, the same exact cast, except for Dash. But I enjoyed this movie. Yeah. At number 6, I have Bohemian Rhapsody. This was amazing. Queen is my favorite band, and I was looking forward to this movie ever since it was announced. Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury was amazing. He looked exactly like him sometimes. And I loved how for Freddie's voice they put Freddie and Mark Martel. If you guys don't know who that is, he's a singer and he covers Queen songs and he can sound exactly like Freddie at times. But yeah, they mixed his voice, Mark Martel, and Rami Malek's voice together, and it was just really cool. The guy who played Brian May looked exactly like him at times. I thought he was him at times. And the other two guys did a great job. I forgot their names though, but I just this I know it's a true. Well, some people say that it wasn't all true, but who cares? It was a cool movie. It was really good, and I feel like it should get some Oscar nominations. But the writing was awesome. The supporting cast did a great job. The real cast did a great job. Everything was great. The music, everything. At number 5, I have Aquaman. This was my favorite. This is probably my second favorite DCEU movie. I know I said it was my favorite in my superhero rankings video, but I thought it over and it's my second favorite. But it was beautiful. Aquaman was beautiful. Atlantis looked amazing. It was so colorful. In the final battle between Aquaman and Orm, their suits were amazing. I just was blown away by this movie. The story was incredible. It had great script, and like the cast did an incredible job. The only thing that I would nitpick about it was there was some parts where the CGI looked really cartoonish and like a video game, and I didn't really. I could keep spotting that, and I didn't want to. I just wanted to enjoy the movie, but that's my only nitpick about it. But this movie was incredible. At number 3, I have The Greatest Showman. Now, this did come out in December of 2017, but I saw it in January of 2018, so I'm counting it in this list. I love this movie so much. These top 3 movies are 10 out of 10. Nothing is wrong with them. The music for this movie is incredible. I can't even. The soundtrack is amazing. Like the actors did an amazing job. The cast just it blew me away. The script was amazing. The story, well, that's the same thing, but everything about this was just I loved it. The choreography was great. The sets were amazing. It made me feel like I was actually living in those times, and it's just amazing. Actually, The Greatest Showman was number 4, but number 3 is actually Black Panther. This, I can't even put it in words how amazing this movie was. It was huge for the black community, but in an incredible movie. Like, the script is incredible. How much talent was in this movie is Chadwick Boseman was amazing. Michael B. Jordan was amazing. Everyone was amazing. There's nothing wrong about this movie except for the third act CGI battle. That was too much. Pretty bad, but everything else in this movie was amazing. I can't even put it into words. It's just incredible, and you know it. Number 2, probably one of the biggest surprises ever, but I have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Holy crap! The story for this is amazing. The music for it is great, but the cast did an incredible job. It was great seeing Miles in the lead instead of Peter, but like just seeing Gwen and Spider-Man Noir and all those other ones, I wasn't a fan of Spider-Ham. That was stupid, but just Kingpin's look was really dumb. He's too big. Like, he's not that big, but I thought his motives were pretty clear. I just did not like his look, but everything else in this movie, incredible. It looked the animation is just like amazing. I almost perfection. It's just amazing. Number 1, I have Avengers Infinity War.
You didn't see that coming?
But seriously, I can't even explain to you how amazing this movie is. I have nothing to nitpick about it. It is the culmination of 18 movies. This is just incredible. Thanos is an amazing movie. Seeing everyone interact with each other is incredible. I just loved it so much. The story, insane. It made me cry at the end. It's just, I can't wait for Endgame, and I really can't have them screw this up because Infinity War is my favorite superhero movie. Probably my favorite movie. Yeah, it blew me away. I loved it so much. The cast, oh my god. This was such an amazing movie. I can't. The story, the cast, the music, everything. 10 out of 10. I have been planning this video since January, and I'm so excited that I could finally get it out. I worked really hard on it, and I'm glad I could actually do it. I plan to do the same next year, and I hope you guys enjoyed.